Hello YouTube, I wanted to talk about Inscription as a profession. Okay, I wanted to share a main point about this profession, and in some ways it maybe even applies to other professions as well, but since I didn't level them yet, I will not take the risk of my thoughts kind of interrupting maybe your willingness to experiment with maybe blacksmithing or engineering. So we're gonna talk specifically about Inscription, but it might be connected to other professions as well. With that being said, look, so Inscription, right? Yesterday I released the first part of this profession, and that is pretty much the second part, but it's gonna be much shorter and quicker. So I had over 1,000 herbs that I gathered throughout 2.5-3 days, and I milled all of them, like literally everything that I had, into different materials, right? Like this blue pigment, red, green, and all that stuff. So I milled 1,000. Now you see, when you are milling them, you don't know what you're gonna get, meaning in which ratio, and the green one is apparently the rarest one. Now I assume if you get extremely lucky, if you just milled 1,000 herbs, you might end up having all the aces that will allow you to create a trinket. Okay? Now, if you do that, and it's not too hard to farm thousands of herbs. Now, if you do that, you mill 1,000 of herbs, and you get all the cards, and you're able to create the trinket, then consider yourself being a lucky person, because I milled 1,000 and nothing was matching at all, not even close. I'm not kidding you. And I milled another at least 600. Okay, so all in all it's 1,600 herbs, and I was still not getting enough of the cards. I don't know if I'm getting unlucky or that is the way that it should be, but pretty much what I did was I went to the auction house, I bought a couple of different cards, and I spent pretty much around 10,000 gold. It's not too much, is it? 10, 12 is a max, yeah. Around like, yeah, let's say 12,000 gold, and right now we do have, at least for one set, all the cards that we need. So once again, we milled 1,600 herbs, and it was still not enough. Now look at what I'm trying to tell you. If you have right now 500 herbs and you feel like you are gassed out and you don't want to farm them anymore, or maybe you don't have time, or maybe for the next month you'll be offline, for next 2, 3, 4 months, whatever might be happening, I would suggest you to keep an eye on your trade chat, because someone is buying them for at least anywhere from 60 to 65, 75, 80 gold per one herb. Now, it is better to create your own trinket and sell it for 75,000, 80,000, but if you don't have time and you want to keep the herbs, know that you are losing gold. So it's better for you. Look at the trade chat right now. Buying all Atal'Dazar of herbs for 75 gold per herb, COD only. 75 gold per one herb. That is a great price. So that is my main key advice, right, for you. If you have the herbs and it is not enough for you to craft anything, but if you have the herbs and it's not enough, but you can farm, go and farm until you'll be able to create the set and sell the trinket or use the trinket. But if you don't have time to farm the herbs and the herbs that you have are not enough, don't hold on to the herbs for next month or 2 or whatever, because you're gonna miss out on the gold. So once again, key thoughts about Inscription. If you get lucky, you are lucky. If you are not getting lucky, go farm, create something and sell the end product. But if you don't have time to farm, just sell the herbs. And if you get some extra herbs in 1 or 2 days, sell them as well, okay? So you're either all the way in or all the way out. There is no halfway. There is no fake until you make it, you know? There is no way for faking till you make it. Okay, with that being said, let's click this card and create the set and see what we're gonna get. Tides deck. I hope it's gonna be good, I don't know. 355. Okay, that is not bad actually, I assume. I assume that is the highest level you can get, right? I could be wrong, but I don't know. Now, let's quickly go to the auction house and see what is up there. 355, it's a good high level. I mean, I don't have anything that would be as close as this high level, man. That's decent. Let's go to the Orgrimmar. Good old Orgrimmar. Nothing gets better.
Have I got a deal for you?
Listen, if I'm gonna sell it for 133,000, you see, that is a bit of a tricky thing. The most expensive one is 479, and this genius, quote unquote, okay, is putting it out for 280. If he would have put it out for 450, yeah, he wants to give a good discount, I'll see, 450. Another one would put 440, and by the time you would get to me, it would be like, what, like 350? 2 times more than this. But something is telling me that people are... You see, 2 days ago, this would have been sold by 500,000, I kid you not. Or maybe 3 days ago. Or maybe in first 24 hours, okay? But that is not the case. That is nearly a full week of battle for the Azeroth, and... Let's try to link this thing into the trade chat and see what is happening here. Want to sell for a good price? You better whisper me, Mon. And let's wait a second. If no one will whisper us, we're gonna just put it out for... I'm not gonna make any big discounts on this price. We're gonna just put like 200 gold less for 24 hours only. I'm not gonna hold this item there for 48 hours. How much? Hello? The auction house price is 130k. I'll give you 200 gold discount. You can give me another author. I don't mind having a bit of a bargain. Hi, auction house price is 130k, and I'll give you 200 gold discount. Okay, I assume the first one replied to me cute, which means yeah, he does not like the offer, does he? No, I'll pass. Sure, no worries. Sure, no worries. Good luck getting 355 eye level item. Ciao. Okay, but if we do the quick math in our heads, right? 100. Even if I sell it for 120,000, yeah. All in all, it took me... Well, the first 1,000 herbs, by the way, I was not farming, okay? Like, directly. I was not wasting my time. I was just doing the quests. Questing, running here and there, and getting the items. So, in a way, you can say that I did get them for nothing. In between, when I was running from point A to B, from B to C, yeah, you know, I would dedicate like maybe 4 or 5 minutes just to kind of go off the path that I was on, just to gather up some herbs for 5 minutes max, and then I would continue going to the quest, you know. So all in all, the first 1,000 ones I go for free in a way that I didn't farm them intentionally. I was just questing non-stop and getting all the material, and another 600 I got by directly farming and doing nothing but the farming, which I might say gathering herbs by questing felt a bit more efficient, because I had recently a problem when I was gathering herbs in Kul'Tiras, yeah? So what happened was I was in this Drustvar, Rustvar zone, and I would see, for example, like 5 flowers in the minimap, yeah? So I would run to the first flower, get it up, all good, no problems, go to the second one, and it would disappear. Go to the second one, meaning third one now, and it would disappear. And the fourth one would disappear as well, and the fifth one would give me just 1 flower, you know? Which is kind of bizarre. I assume that is just some kind of a lag, and I'm sure that someone previously before me took the flower, and the game shows you that it's still there, but it's not. Which feels like a rip-off anyways. So, if we do the math, the first 1,000 we didn't waste too much of our time. The $600 we had to... an hour and a half, 2 hours max, was invested. Maybe, okay, not more than 3 hours, I'd say that. And we disenchanted everything, and we still did not have enough of cards. So we spent around 15,000 gold for extra cards. And now we have a chance to sell it for over 100,000 gold. So 100 minus 1585 plus the time invested. I still have a lot of materials. I might farm. I will have to farm extra because there is no way in hell I will let these cards be unused. That you see right now in my second bag, right? I speak about these items, 6, 5 of Fathoms, and so on. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and it's a good profession. I don't know about engineering, blacksmithing, leatherworking. I'm sure they have their own perks and stuff that can be useful for people in the game. But yeah, with that being said, I do recommend having this profession. I don't know how it's gonna be in a week or so, but I will update you more on the next video when it comes to Inscription. Because there are some things to experiment with, especially when you start unlocking new recipes that you can buy by unlocking reputations of different factions and all that stuff. For example, one of the cool things you can do as an inscriptor, it's a Codex of the Quiet Mind. Set out a codex allowing nearby players to adjust their talents. It's a great thing for, I wouldn't say dungeon, I would say for raid specifically. It's great because it's not cheap to craft. Because this screening is quite pricey thing, and I mean, if we check the auction house, and by the way, speaking of this material, if you look at the auction house, I doubt that people are buying these things because they are ridiculously overpriced. 900 gold. If anyone buying this stuff, you know, God bless this person. Let's see by the amount. Is anyone selling them? 81. Whew. This guy's balling, man. I mean, so he has a chance to sell his stuff, you know, because some people they just invest the real-life money into the game and they have, like, what, like 25 million? They won't really care, you know? But yeah, so once again, Inscription so far, I find it to be good. I like the profession. And don't forget, the key point is that if you have time to dedicate yourself for the profession, have it, level it, use it, benefit from it, and you're gonna be okay. If you don't have time, because you don't want to bother, or you will have to go offline for a month, and in a month the price of everything will drop drastically, then just take all the herbs you have right now and sell them. You will make more profit, okay? That is the key point. That's all I wanted to say on this part. See you in the third part of the Inscription. I will get something going with this profession and update you on what is happening and where we're at currently, yeah? Okay, guys, appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on any social media you can see right now on the bottom of your screens. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what's up, yeah? If you have any stories to share or any thoughts, or maybe you disagree with something I said, or agree, or maybe you would like to add upon what I said, any words, thoughts, let me know, yeah? Appreciate it once again. Thank you for your support. And see you in the next one, yeah? The Battle of Azeroth is looking like a great expansion, besides the fact that PvP seems to be extremely imbalanced. So yeah, I will put this item right now in the auction house for 500 gold less than the lowest price and see what is happening, and later on I will update you on if I sold the item. Appreciate it once again. Enough said. Peace. See ya.